We're live in Sheboygan as the Sheboygan A's taking on the Appleton Legends. Their first game in 8 days due to some rain delays last week. And it'll be Brady Nearing on the mound for the A's tonight. And the lineup for the Legends tonight, it'll be Courtney Watkins to lead it off with Matt Bayman batting second and Evan Bowman batting third. Middle of the order, it's Matt DeYoung in the cleanup spot. Kevin Kangas, the DH, batting fifth, and Dom Hillesheim batting sixth. In the bottom of the order, it's Brady Stolzman in the seventh spot, Evan Sankey batting eighth, and Bryce Cross in the 9-hole. And defensively for the A's tonight, in the outfield, left to right, it's Mark Warner, Chris Saltzman in center, Josh Moses in right. Around the horn on the infield, it's Harry Stelz playing third. Grant Kasenke is at short, Hunter Berry at second, and Adam Ryan is at first base, with Ben Gordon behind the dish doing the catching for Nearing tonight. And Nearing finishing up his warm-up pitches. And we are just about set to get underway. This is a Newble matchup. They are 6-3. The A's are in the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League, and they are 15-7 overall in the season. As Courtney Watkins steps in. So Courtney Watkins will step in. Nearing is set to work, and the opening pitch is taken for a called strike, and it's 0-1, and we are underway. Now Nearing kicks and delivers. The 0-1 misses inside. 1-1 the count. One curveball swung on and grounded. Pass Nearing, picked up by Kasenke is short. The throw in time. That's the first out. So a nice running play there by Kasenke to make that play to the left side, just behind the pitcher's mound, and it's 1 up, 1 down. Matt Bayman now will step in. And Nearing's first pitch to him is down low for a ball. Scooped up by Gordon, 1-0. Now that 1-0 comes in, that hits Bayman. And he'll trot over to first. So there'll be a runner at first, 1 out. And that'll bring up Evan Bowman, the third baseman. So an early base runner on the hit by pitch allows the runner to go to first. So Nearing first to work from the stretch. And the first pitch is a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Nearing a look over to first, as Bayman has a sizable lead off of first, and the throw over to Adam Ryan covering first base, and Bayman will be back in safely. It's an 0-1 count. And there's a shot in the left center. That's deep. And that's gone. So Evan Bowman with a 2-run shot into left center. Warner gave it chase, but he ran out of room. So a hit by pitch and a home run by the 2 and 3 hole hitters, and the Legends have a quick 2-0 lead. And now that will bring up Matt DeYoung. Oh, 1 pitch, misses low. 1-1 the count. One swung on and chopped and foul off the foot of DeYoung. Moves the count to 1-2. A's already trailed 2-0 on the 2-run home run from Evan Bowman. So that one misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nearing from the windup, and there's a little chopper up to Kasenki at short. He'll pick it up and make the throw in time for the second out of the inning. So the second out is recorded. It sounded like DeYoung broke his bat. That'll bring up Kevin Kangas, the DH. So there's 2 outs in the inning. As the first pitch misses low for a ball, 1-0. Is a fastball inside corner, taken all the way for a called strike, 1-1. Curveball missing down low, scooped up by Gordon. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike. And there's a swing and a miss. So nearing a strike away. And the 2-2 offering is a swing and a miss for a strikeout, and that will end the inning. So Nearing gives up a 2-run home run to Evan Bowman. The Legends lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom half of the first, as the Sheboygan A's will come up to bat next.
They're providing athletic training for your
About to get underway in the bottom half of the first. The game, the Legends lead 2-0 on the home run by Bowman. And the lineup tonight for the A's, it's Chris Saltzman to lead it off. Mark Warner will bat second with Josh Moses batting third. The middle of the order for the A's, it's Harry Stout cleaning up. Adam Ryan will bat fifth, and Kyle Peterson will be DHing batting sixth. Grant Kasenki will bat seventh, Hunter Berry in the eighth spot, and Ben Gordon batting at the bottom of the order. On the mound tonight for the Appleton Legends, it's Mitchell Eady. A tall, lanky right-hander, as now Chris Salzman will step in as we begin the bottom half of the first. A's find themselves in an early 2-0 hole. Chris Salzman on the year at a .333 average on the season, as he takes a called strike. 0-1 the count. Salzman with a .397 on base. Now he swings and hits a little looping line drive down the left field line. That's going to fall, and that's a base hit. He got underneath it, did Salzman, and got in on his hands, but he hit it just enough in the right spot, dumping it in short left. So a leadoff base runner for the A's for Mark Warner. So Warner with a runner at first base. After the little bloop hit by Salzman, and he takes a called strike on a fastball, 0-1. One from Eady, misses outside. 1-1. Warner through 20 games has had a slow start. He's got a .234 average, although he's posted a solid .367 on base so far this season. He's scored 11 times this season. He's got 10 RBIs. 1-1, hit to the right side, and that's going to be a double play. 4-6-3 goal the Legends, as he hit it. Warner hit it right to Bayman, flipped it to short, and then the throw was in plenty of time. So 2 quick outs for Josh Moses. So Moses will now step in with the bases now empty, as he'll take a called strike, and it's 0-1. Moses has been the A's best hitter this season. He's hitting .456. His OPS stands at 1.318. Leads the team in home runs with 4. He's got 15 total extra base hits. He's got 11 doubles to go along with those 4 home runs, as now he takes a called strike. Moves the count to 1-2. One-two fastball, check swing, and an appeal down to first, and it's really held up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing a foul ball straight back. Count still 2-2. In the game, the A's trail 2-0 on the home run by Bowman in the top of the inning. He launched it into left center. Now Eady's 2-2 is a swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout, and Moses is out, and the inning is over. So the A's get a leadoff base runner, but a double play, and then a strikeout ends the inning. As we have completed a full inning, we will go to the top of the second. Legends still leading. It's 2-0. Nearing on the mound as Dom Hillesheim will step in. This is his first at bat, catching tonight for the Legends. And Nearing's first pitch is a slow breaking ball for a called strike on the outside, 0-1. Fastball just misses inside, moves the count at even at 1-1. Coming into tonight's game, this will be at Nearing's fourth start. Only 1-1 is chopped to Stout at third. He'll barehanded, he'll throw, and it will be over Ryan's head and off the fence up the right field line, as that'll be likely be ruled an infield single and an E5 that allows the runner to go to second base. So a single and an error puts a runner at second base. So now Stolzman follows that one back. And it's 0-1. Nearing set. 0-1. Just misses inside. 1-1 the count. Nearing has made 5 appearances. This is his fourth start. Excuse me, he's now made 6 appearances with 4 starts. He's gone 19 in the third innings. He's got a 4.66 ERA. Coming into tonight's game, so that one misses down and away. 2 balls and a strike. He's given up 18 total hits in his 19 in the third innings. He's struck out 20, walked 8. And his record stands at 2-0. So he pours in a fastball on the corner, 2-2. There's a runner at second as the Legends lead 2-0 in the top of the second inning. Now there's a curveball hit right back to Nearing, who will then throw to second, and everybody's going to be safe. Nearing initially did the right job of looking back the runner at second, who was caught off the bag, but he took too long to throw it and then threw it a little bit high, so no take could be made. Everyone's going to be safe. That'll be ruled a fielder's choice that allows the runner at first to reach, as there's a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Evan Sankey. So some poor defense to begin the inning, as now that one misses down and away. A ball and a strike. The A's defense preparing for a bunt. Adam Ryan, the first baseman, coming in. And Sankey's going to try and bunt the runners over with nobody out. So not squaring this time, as it's a called strike and a fastball. About thigh high on the outside corner. It's now 1-2. Now that one's lined into center, but that's going to hang up just enough, as Chris Saltzman will make that catch. So a hard hit ball, but hit right at Saltzman, so it's the first out of the inning. So an out in the inning. And it's Bryce Cross, the 9-hole hitter, who's playing shortstop tonight as he takes one down low and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. High fastball just missed. 2 balls, no strikes. Inning began with a high chopping, almost swinging bunt that Stell tried to barehand and could not make a play. It ruled a single and an error. And then a fielder's choice after nearing, got one right back to him and tried to get the runner off a second, but held on the ball too long. So now that one swung on and fouled into the net. 2 balls and a strike. It's the top of the order to follow, with Courtney Watkins on deck. The game again, the Legends already lead 2-0. Now there will be a throw behind the runner to Gordon, but he was well off the bag. He was just playing his normal position as nearing through over to second base. Now the 2-1 from nearing, fastball on the outside corner. The bottom of the zone, it evens up the count. It's 2-2. Now there's a curveball inside, just missed. So now a full count, 3-2. And the payoff, a fastball, and he got it by him. He put it up and he swung on and missed, did Cross. So that's the second out of the inning. So now Nearing with a chance to get out of this inning without allowing any runs. It will now be the top of the order, as Nearing has his second K of the evening. And the first pitch to Watkins is a little fly ball into right, and it'll be caught by Josh Moses in foul territory, and that will end the inning. So a single and an error, and another base runner on a fielder's choice cannot score. And we will head to the bottom half of the second inning. A's still trail as the Legends lead 2-0. Harry Stout will lead it off. So the A's still trail 2-0 in the bottom half of the second. It'll be Stout, Adam Ryan, and then Kyle Peterson in the inning, as the first pitch from Stout is a grounder to the left side, and the shortstop Bryce Cross will pick it up and throw in plenty of time, and that's one pitch, one out. So now it's Adam Ryan with one quick out in the inning. And he swings and misses on that pitch off the outside. No balls and a strike. A's do have a base hit that came to lead off the bottom half of the first, as Stoltzman had a little pop fly in the left, but was eventually doubled off on a 4-6-3 ground ball. Before Moses struck out, and that ended the inning. Now that pitch misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander delivers, and his 2-2 pitch is right at the bottom of the zone for a called strike, and Adam Ryan knew it, as he'll walk back to the dugout. And that's the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, and it'll be the DH, Kyle Peterson, batting for the pitcher Nearing, as he takes one down low for a ball, 1-0. Fastball, misses high. Two balls, no strikes. Now the 2-0. And it was down the middle, about knee high. 2-1 the count. With the shortstop Kasanke on deck, who will bat should Peterson reach in this inning. So now that one is hit in the left, foul. As no one will get to that one. Count evens up at 2-2. Just the 8th game of the year for Kyle Peterson. In his limited action, he's got a 2.38 average. So that will come in and hit him, and that'll be a hit by pitch as he'll trot down to first. So the A's get a 2-out base runner on the hit by pitch, as Kyle Peterson will reach, and that will bring up Grant Kasanke, the shortstop. As Dom Hillesheim will have a quick chat with his pitcher on the mound. Kasanke on the year. That's just 30 plate appearances and now 11 games played. He's got a 2.08 average and a 2.76 on base. So a slow start for Kasanke in his limited role so far this season, as there's a throw over and not in time, as Peterson will be back in safely. 1-0 from Edie. It is outside. 2 balls and no strikes, as that one almost got away from Hillesheim as he had to reach across his body to haul that one in. Keeps the runner at first base. There's a fastball on the outside. That's the first strike of the at-bat, 2-1. Now the 2-1 and timeout called as Edie was just about ready to begin his motion, but timeout granted by the home plate umpire. Edie set from the waist, now the 2-1. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. With Hunter Berry on deck. The A's second baseman tonight. A's trail 2-0. In the bottom half of the second, and there's a swing and a miss. So it's a 3-2 count, and with 2 outs, Peterson will be off on the pitch. Here's the pitch as Peterson goes, and that'll miss down and away for ball 4. So another base runner. So 2 base runners now, as it will bring up Hunter Berry with 2 outs in the inning. So Hunter Berry with runners at first and second. Both base runners have reached without the benefit of a hit by pitch and a walk with 2 outs as that one misses well off the outside, a ball and no strikes. Berry a .373 batting average. OPS nearly stands at 1,000. It's at .983 through his now 18 games played. So now that one misses down low. Off the outside, 2 balls, no strikes, as Edie has lost his command these last few batters. Berry has 5 extra base hits on the year. He's got 4 doubles and a triple. So that one misses down and in the dirt. Hillesheim initially couldn't find it, but didn't get far enough away where the base runners could advance. So Peterson and Kasenki hold their ground, but it's a 3-0 count. Edie gets a sign. Quick look to the runner at second. And the 3-0.
Oh.
Is a called strike, as that one might have been outside. Instead, it's a 3-1 count.
Right across the batter's box.
So Edie lives for one more pitch in this at bat, and now the 3-1 swung on and grounded right to the shortstop. Cross will pick it up and underhand it for the force out, and the inning will end. So the A's put a couple of base runners on with 2 outs, but they cannot bring a cross inning to score as we've completed 2 full innings. We will go to the top of the third. A's still trail. It's 2-0 Legends. Matt Bayman will lead it off. The top of the third. A's still trail 2-0 as there's a curveball missing high for a ball, 1-0. Bayman was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat, or I should say his last plate appearance, and he was on base when Bowman hit the 2-run home run in the first. Now that one's grounded over to Kosenki at short, and that one is off his glove, and that'll be an E6. It allows the runner to reach.
This is Xander. Xander, this is AJ.
So an easy play that's booted, and it'll bring up now Evan Bowman with a runner at first. So Bayman will reach, and the last time he reached was in the first before Bowman jumped all over nearing and hit a shot to left center. As that curveball misses for a ball, 1-0. Bowman has accounted for the only 2 runs in this game for either team, as now he'll take a called strike. Count evens up, it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1, and he was looking to hit one again deep, but he was out ahead of it. 1-2, a mighty hack. And his nearing gave him a curveball. Well, throw over to first, and Bayman will slide back in quickly and in time. After Bowman, it's Matt DeYoung to follow. The 1-2 with a runner going is swung on and fouled back. So Bayman will have to walk back to first after that foul ball. Now a timeout called. As Bowman steps out, takes a couple of practice swings and steps back in. Bayman a decent lead as he's off again, and there's a swing and a miss. The throw down from Gordon is a one hopper that looked like it bounced off of the base runner Bayman and will roll over near the shortstop area and be picked up by the second baseman Barry. So a stolen base, but a strikeout. So it's now Matt DeYoung. So a runner at second base, 1 out in the inning. Curveball, and it's the inside corner to the tall left-handed batting right fielder for the Legends, who grounded out in his first at-bat over to Kosenki at short. That pitch, this is down low, 1-1 the count. Inning began with an error by Kosenki. Bowman just struck out on the same pitch. The runner took off. Now there's a big swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him, 1-2. One-two fastball on the outside corner. That's a called strike. And that is the second out of the inning. So DeYoung caught looking, so it's now 2 outs for the DH, Kevin Kangas. That strikeout of DeYoung was the 4th of the night so far through, or I should say 4 for Nearing. Because now that one misses down low for a ball. There's 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Nearing's 1-0. It's a fastball down low. And it's dug out by Gordon as it moves the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Nearing working from the stretch. And that 2-0 is hit in the right and right at Josh Moses, who will haul it in. And that will end the inning. So an error to lead off the inning. But Nearing works around it, and we've completed 2.5 innings. We will go to the bottom half of the 3rd as the A's bats will be coming up, and they trail 2-0. A's are in the 9th spot to lead it off. It's Ben Gordon, and then the top of the order to follow as they trail 2-0. So there's a called strike. 0-1. This is Gordon's first plate appearance. So now he swings and misses. It's actually rolled a foul tip. It's 0-2. Gordon, a 194 batting average. As he looks at that one off the outside, 1-2. On base stands at 242. This is his 13th game and just his 34th plate appearance as he swings and fouls that one back. Count will stay at 1-2. Gordon has scored 7 times on the year. Now Edie from the windup, and that will come in and that'll drill him. He turned and hit him in his front shoulder, and he'll trot over to first. That'll be a leadoff base runner for the top of the order. So Chris Saltzman will step in as the A's get a leadoff base runner.
Sheila, can you say that again?
It's the second time that Gordon's been hit by a pitch this season. And Saltzman takes one just off the outside. A ball and no strikes to the left-handed hitting center fielder for the A's, who singled to lead off the bottom half of the first, was eventually put out on the bases on a double play. Now there's a called strike. Similar location, but this time Edie able to catch the outside. A ball and a strike. Edie look over the runner at first, and now a throw over, and Gordon will be back in time. Edie set from the waist as Gordon takes off. Saltzman squares to bunt, and he pulls it back, and that throw will go past the glove of the shortstop crossing into center field. That'll be a stolen base. So Gordon steals second. I believe that was called a ball. It was. It's 2-1. There's a pitch inside that Saltzman pulled back in the bunt. So the A's put a runner in scoring position with nobody out. It's a 2-1 count to Saltzman. As I'm sure he'll now be swinging away with that runner now in scoring position. In a game they trail 2-0 in the bottom half of the third. That one misses down and in, 3-1. Edie set. 3-1 was a fastball, and it just missed the outside. That'll be ball 4. So 2 base runners on a hit by pitch and a walk to begin the inning. And it'll bring up Mark Warner with 2 on, nobody out. Warner hit into a 4-6-3 double play back in the first. He's 0 for 1. As he squares to bunt, and he'll take a called strike. 0-1. A's look to be trying to bunt those runners to second and third to put 2 runners in scoring position. And with their best hitter on deck, Josh Moses. And there's a bunt, and it's foul down the first base side, 0-2. So the runners will go back to their respective bases. Be interesting to see if Warner will be squaring again with 2 strikes. And he'll be swinging away, and that one will be a great catch made by the second baseman, Matt Bayman. He leaped high in the air, about 3 or 4 feet off the ground, and he snagged that out of the air, and he stole a base, or a base hit from Mark Warner. One of the finer plays you can see from a second baseman. He timed that perfectly, so it's an out. And now that one will get away from the catcher as the runners will move to second and third. A wild pitch. So it's Saltzman now at second. Gordon moves up to third, and now Josh Moses, with a base hit, can tie this game up. Both runners have good speed. And now there's a curveball missing inside. Also down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Now Moses hits that fouled on the third base side. A roller past the third base coach, Tim Moyer, who is acting as the interim manager today. Moyer usually just an assistant coach, but with Lumens unavailable today. Takes over the managerial duties for the A's. Now that one misses high. 3 balls and a strike. Runners at second and third. And Moses hits that one in the air, but out of play to the right side and foul. As the count will go full at 3-2. Still 1 out in the inning. Harry Stelt's due up on deck. In the game again, the A's trail 2-0. With the potential tying runs is in scoring position at second base. That's Chris Saltzman. Ben Gordon at third. And the payoff pitch is a hot grounder off the top of the dugout, the A's dugout, on the third base side. So we'll have another 3-2 pitch coming. Moses waiting, and the payoff again, and that'll be outside, and that'll be ball 4. So the A's are going to load him up. And it will now be Harry Stelt with a chance to do some big damage. So Harry Stelt, who was hitting 412 coming into tonight's game, and had an OPS of 1.12. As he'll take a called strike, 0-1. Stelt's got 9 extra base hits on the season. He's got 6 doubles. He's second on the team in home runs with 3. And he was swinging for a home run. He's out ahead of it, 0-2. He was trying to give the A's 4 with 1 swing. Instead, he's down 0-2. The corner infielders for the Legends are in. Middle infielders trying for a double play. As there's a fastball missing high. It's a ball and 2 strikes. It's Gordon at third base, Saltzman at second, and Josh Moses at first. There are no hits in the inning. A's have had a hit by pitch and 2 walks. One out recorded was a fantastic leaping catch by Bayman at second base that robbed Warner of at least a single that might have even found the gap for extra bases. As now Stelt is in a 2-2 count after that one is down and away. A nice block by Hillesheim. A's have them loaded. Two is hit to the right side and foul. And that one will hop onto New Jersey Avenue. As we'll have yet another 2-2 pitch upcoming. Following Stelt, it's Adam Ryan on deck. swung at one down in the dirt. And that will be the second out of the inning. So Stout swings and misses. That's the third strikeout for Edie. And it'll bring up Adam Ryan. So it's up to the left-handed batting first baseman for the A's. And he swings and misses 0-1. Adam Ryan has been one of the better hitters for the A's this season. .412 batting average. Is on base coming into tonight, an even .500. He's got 3 doubles. He's also got 2 home runs, as that one will skip in the dirt and get away from Hillesheim, but not far enough. All the runners will have to hold as the count evens up at 1-1. Ryan's got 8 RBIs. He's scored 11 times. In what is his now 10th game of the season. Now he hits that one into left center. It's deep, and it's gone! A grand slam by Adam Ryan. The A's take a 4-2 lead.
I thought that was a 3-2
Off the bat, it didn't look like much. There is a slight breeze out to left center. He hit it almost the same spot that Bowman hit his. Looked like Sankey was going to catch it, but he just ran out of room. And out of nowhere, the A's have a 2-run lead. It's the first hit of the inning. And it'll bring up Kyle Peterson. That pitch is inside, and that hits him. It's the second time Peterson's been hit. It just grazed him on his right thigh, so he'll now go to first, and it'll bring up Grant Kasanke. So Kasanke, who walked back in the second.
Sheila, we had the bases loaded, and technically that would also be a Ramirez gift for Adam Ryan.
And that first pitch is hit into foul territory as Matt Bateman, the second baseman, had the best shot at that one as he made a sliding effort, but out of his reach in foul territory up the right field line. Just in front of that warning track in the right field foul territory. In case you're joining us a bit late, Ryan just hit a grand slam. And the A's now lead 4-2. Now that pitch is up and in. 1-1 the count. Peterson followed the home run with a hit by pitch. It's the second time he's been hit tonight. So he's at first base. Now Kasanke, a ground ball up the middle, picked up by the shortstop Bryce Cross. And he'll step on second for the 6th unassisted force. And that will end the inning. But the A's get just 1 hit, and it unloads the bases as the A's take a 4-2 lead as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Hillesheim leads it off, and he's in an 0-1 count after a called strike, and make it 0-2. As Nearing put another one on the outside. Hillesheim took them both. Now the 0-2 is a curveball. Hillesheim thought about it, able to hold up. It's a 1-2 count. Hillesheim is 1 for 1. He singled, and it got to second base on an error by Harry Stelt. Now there's a swing and a chopper to Kasenki. Is short. He'll pick it up and throw in time. And that's the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Brady Stolzman. It's a game that the A's now lead. It's 4-2 in the top of the fourth after Ryan hit a grand slam in the left. It's his third home run of the season. Now there's a swing and a foul ball into the netting, 0-1. So that ties him with Harry Stelt for second on the team. Moses leads the team with 4. There's a called strike. 0-2. So Nearing now on the mound with a lead for the first time in this ball game. Now that one's down low for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes to Stolzman, who reached on a fielder's choice back in the second. He hit a ground ball right back to Nearing. And Nearing, who tried to catch the runner Hillesheim off a second, instead of running at the runner, held on it too long, and allowed both runners to be safe. Well, that is swung on and fouled. So still 2-2. Nearing was able to escape that inning without a run. Got the next 3 batters. 2 runs so far for the Legends have come on one swing that was in the first. It was off the bat of Evan Bowman. It was a home run. So there's a fastball just off the outside as Gordon tried to hold it. Could not get the call. So with 1 out, Brady Stolzman has a full count. And now there's a called strike. As the batter Stolzman disagrees. And he might have a proper gripe, but it won't matter. So now it's the left fielder, Sankey. Sankey in a 1-0 count after that one missed well off the outside and gets away from the catcher. Sankey lined out to center in his only at-bat. He's 0 for 1, he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Now that one misses down low. 3 balls, no strikes, with the shortstop Bryce Cross on deck. As Nearing will pour in a fastball, and Sankey was taken all the way on the 3-0 count. Now the 3-1. And there's a fastball. This one will miss off the outside. That'll be ball 4. As Sankey will reach. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter Cross with a runner at first and 2 outs in the inning. across, struck out back in the second. He was the second of now 5 strikeout victims. And he's quickly down 0-1 as he looked at that strike on the outside, about thigh high. As now Neering will throw over to first, and Sankey will be back in plenty of time. Now a fastball poured in on the outside, and it's 0-2. He's nearing a strike away from end of the inning. A quick little look over to the runner. He's coming to the plate, and it's swung and a missed. A fastball. He blew it by him. That's the 6th of the game for Nearing through 4 innings, as we will head to the bottom half of the 4th, and the A's lead over the Legends. It's 4-2. Hunter Berry will lead it off, bottom half of the 4th. And he takes one off the outside. The ball and no strikes as Edie's still on the mound. And he now trails 4-2 after he gave up that grand slam in the last inning. Berry grounded out into a 6-4 fielder's choice to end the second. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Well, he looks at a curveball for a called strike. A 12-6 curveball that broke straight down. And Berry looked at it, down in the count 1-2. And now he'll swing and a miss. This time he gets a fastball. And Edie blew it right by him. So that's the first out of the inning, 1 up, 1 down. So now it's Ben Gordon, who started that rally in the 3rd with a hit by pitch. So now he takes a curveball inside for a ball, 1-0. A's only had 1 hit in that inning. As now that one misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes. The A's were hit twice, they walked twice. Again, the only hit was the home run, the grand slam, which accounted for all 4 runs for the A's so far. As now Gordon takes a called strike, 2-1. Gordon also stole a base in that inning. And now he'll take the second strike on the outside, 2-2. Pitch fastball down low and inside. As Gordon has worked it full 3-2 with the top of the order. And Chris Saltzman standing on deck. 1 out in the inning, bases empty. A's lead 4-2 over the Appleton Legends. Now Gordon will hit a chopper to short. Bryce Cross will pick it up, he'll throw in time. That's the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down, and it'll bring up now Saltzman with 2 outs, the top of the order for the A's. Saltzman is 1 for 1. He's singled, he's walked, he's scored a run. He was one of the 3 runners on base for Ryan's grand slam. So that pitch misses in the dirt. Scooped by Hillesheim. 1-0 the count. His base hit came in the first. Now he swings and chops that one foul behind home plate. So they'll roll to the backstop. 1-1 the count. Pitch down low, misses. As Saltzman works it to a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And a 2-1 fastball misses down and in. So 3 balls and a strike now to Saltzman with Mark Water on deck. And that will be missing inside. That'll be ball 4. As the A's will put a runner on now with 2 outs. The second walk of Saltzman tonight. It'll bring up Mark Water. Water is 0 for 2. Although in his last at bat, he had a line drive to second base as he takes one inside for a ball, 1-0. That Matt Bayman, the second baseman, leaped high in the air and snagged it. That would have been at least a single and might have even split the gap for an extra base hit. He now stands in with a runner at first and a 1-1 count, 2 outs in the inning. And there goes Saltzman, and there's a ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit. They hit and run to perfection. The second baseman, Bayman, had he not tried to cover the second base bag for the stolen base, that would have been a ground out. So after some poor luck, some good fortune now for Water as he hit it in the right spot. So runners on the corners for Josh Moses. So a little redemption for Water. After Bayman stole a base from him his last at bat. This time he hits it again over to Bayman, but as Bayman tried to cover second, he was not there to pick up the ground ball. And with Saltzman off from the pitch, he was able to go all the way to third. So Josh Moses now, who struck out and walked as he takes a called strike on the outside. It's 0-1. No, that one misses down low for a ball. 1-1 the count. One from Edie in the dirt, blocked by Hillesheim. 2 balls and a strike as the runners have to stay put. Warner at first, and Saltzman at third. And the 2-1 is hit to the right side. That'll be out of play. Beyond the Legends dugout. So the 2-1 count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is a fastball. That'll be hit to the right side into the net. We'll do it again. Still 2-2. Edie looking over the runner as now Warner will take off, and Moses hits that one into right. And that will be foul, just fouled on the right field line, out of the reach of Matt DeYoung, giving it chase. About a foot or so, fouled on the right field side. As Warner was off on that 2-2 pitch. Edie, another look over the runner at first. As Warner takes off again, that is in the dirt. That'll be ball 3. And no throwdown to second base as Warner will have an easy stolen base. It was a pitch in the dirt. It was a nice block by Hillesheim. But with Warner off on that pitch, he had no shot. Did Hillesheim of making a throw in time. So 2 runners in scoring position now, second and third. It's a full count, and it's going to be ball 4. The A's are going to have the bases loaded for the second straight inning. So off to first goes Josh Moses. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound. It looks like Rick Riddle's going to a new pitcher. And that's what's going to happen. So we're going to take a short break. And we'll introduce the new pitcher for the Legends. The A's lead 4-2. We're in the bottom half of the 4th. They've got the bases loaded, 2 outs, and it's Harry Stelz who will be coming up next. New pitcher on the mound is number 28, Reed Blake. Right-hander, and you'll have Harry Stelz. 2 outs in the inning. And it's a strike on the inside. And it's 0-1. A's had him loaded with 1 out in the last inning. For Stelz struck out, and then Adam Ryan hit the grand slam. Now 2 outs in this inning. And Stelz now quickly down in the count. 1-1. And there's the second strike. So 1-2 the count. And Stelz chased a pitch way off the outside, and that will end the inning. So the A's cannot bring across another run to score after they load up the bases for the second straight inning. But as we head to the top of the 5th, they still have the lead in this game over the Legends. It's 4-2. Courtney Watkins leads off the top of the 5th. The Legends have their top of the order. And the first pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0, as Nearing is still on the mound. And it gave the A's lead 4-2. The center fielder for the Legends is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out to right. As now he pops that one up on the infield. Adam Ryan will make the call on the catch. And that's the first out. So a pop out to first. And it'll bring up the second baseman, Matt Bayman. Matt Bayman has reached on a hit by pitch and an error. Now there's a out recorded on a attempted bunt for a base hit. Nice play by Stelz. It was a good bunt. He came in charging. He barehanded it about halfway in the grass for the second out. So now it's Evan Bowman. As he takes a called strike. 0-1 the count. As that one is low and off the outside, off the glove of Gordon, 1-1. Bowman has struck out, and he also has the home run. The only runs for the Legends in this game came in the first. They were off the bat of Bowman. He had a 2-run home run. 3 batters into the game. So now he'll swing and miss over that one. A curveball over the top of it, 1-2. Now that one misses, and it's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now there's a swing and a miss. So a quick and clean inning for Brady Nearing, as he gets strikeout number 7 to end the inning. And we will head to the bottom half of the 5th. A's lead. It's 4-2. Adam Ryan will lead it off against the pitcher Reed Blake, as he takes one that misses for a ball. 1-0. It's Reed Blake still on the mound. He came in and struck out Harry Stout with the bases loaded. In the bottom half of the 4th, as now he pours in a strike. Ryan, in his last at bat, he hit the grand slam. He hit a home run. He went oppo. Now, this time he'll hit a ground ball to the left side, picked up by the third baseman, and Bowman's going to throw it away. That's going to go into foul territory. And that might be an infield single and an E5. So Kyle Peterson now a runner at second base after the single E5, and he'll take a called strike, 0-1. Ryan didn't hit it all that well. It basically worked as a swinging bunt. Even if Bowman makes a good throw, it's going to be a very close play at first. Now Peterson swings and misses. Pitch inside, he was out ahead of it, 0-2. Peterson has been hit by a pitch twice. And now he'll have a strikeout as he swings and misses on that pitch low and on the outside corner. And that's the first out of the inning. So Kosenki now, runner at second base, one out. That pitch is way outside. And it's grabbed by Hillesheim, keeps Ryan at second base. Reed Blake is a submarine right-hander. And so that one misses. It's 2 balls and no strikes. His arm is almost a perfect 90 degrees with his body as he releases the ball. And now that one misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Kosenki has walked and he's grounded into a fielder's choice. As now the runner Ryan is off on the pitch and he's going to be thrown out. There's a called strike. That's the second out of the inning. So the bases are empty. It's a 3-1 count. Ryan trying for his third stolen base of the season. That's the first time he's been caught stealing. So he's now successful in 2 of his 3 chances as Ryan. As Kosenki takes a called strike and it's a full count with 2 outs. And the 3-2 is swung and a missed. And that will end the inning. So the A's get a leadoff base runner on the single and error. But a caught stealing followed by a strikeout will end the inning. So we'll head to the top of the 6th as the Legends will come up next. But the A's still leading in this ball game as Nearing is back out on the mound. It's 4-2. Matt DeYoung, the left-handed batter, will lead it off. He's playing right field tonight as he takes one down low and inside. A ball and no strikes. DeYoung has grounded out, he's struck out. He was the 4th of 7 K victims so far for Nearing, who's made just one mistake. It was a pitch to Bowman that he hit for a home run. Now that pitch is popped up in foul territory and Stout will run it down just in front of his dugout, right near the warning track area in the left field foul territory. It's 1 up, 1 down. The DH, Kevin Kangas, will now bat. He's also struck out. He's flown out to right. He's 0 for 2. The pitch from Nearing. Fastball high. That one is hit down the right side. That'll be foul. That'll be out of play.
Bueller.
So a foul ball. 1 out in the inning. With Dom Hillesheim, the catcher, on deck. A's lead 4-2 as that one's fouled straight back. 1-2. Nearing gets the sign from his catcher Gordon, and there's a curveball, and that's fouled back. So another 1-2 pitch yet again coming up. Now Nearing's 1-2, and that's a fastball. And he missed high with it. Now the 2-2 hit in the right. Moses is going to make the catch. A nice sliding grab on the right field foul line. Might not have been a fair ball, but nonetheless, Moses steals it out. May have robbed a base hit. So now 2 outs for the catcher. First pitch curveball inside, and it's a called strike. 0-1. The kick and the pitch on the 0-1. That missed inside. 1-1. Well, there's a fastball. As Hillesheim was late on it as he hits that one to the right side out of play. So a 1-2 count. And there's a swing and a foul. Hillesheim just got a piece of it and stays alive for at least one more pitch. Nearing now from the windup, and the 1-2 was a fastball hit to the right side. Barry will make a nice sliding grab, pick it up, and it's not going to be in time. That'll probably be ruled an infield single. Barry did a good job just to get to it. He initially had some trouble getting out of his glove.
Kind of slid over.
So it'll be an infield single as the first pitch now misses down and away to Brady Stolzman. A ball and no strikes. Stolzman has struck out. He's reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. Now that pitch is might have been on the outside corner, but it was down low. So 2 balls and no strikes. Gehring, who's now working from the stretch. Asks Gordon to go back through the signs as he'll look over to first. Now he's set. And the 2-0 is a called strike. 2-1. Two-one offering. Down the middle and inside and fouled out of play. Over the Legends dugout. 2-2 the count. Two-two pitch with a runner going is a swing and a miss, so that runner won't matter as that will end the inning. So Stolzman gets his 8th K to end the top half of the 6th. And we will head to the bottom half of the frame. And the A's still leading over the Legends 4-2.
Set in. Still the last thing.
Hunter Berry will lead it off as he takes a called strike, 0-1. The bottom half of the sixth, as Reed Blake is still on the mound. As that one misses off the outside, 1-1. One down and away. Oh, it's a called strike as that one gets away from the catcher. So a 1-2 count. Barry has struck out and reached on a, or grounded into a fielder's choice. That ended the second. He's 0 for 2. And that 1-2 is a swing in just off the end of the bat. Bunter Barry just got a piece of that. So the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 from Blake. Grounded right to Bowman at third. He'll pick it up and he'll throw in time. And the 5-3 ground out is how we begin the bottom half of the sixth. So Gordon now, with nobody on base and 1 out in the inning. He's been hit by a pitch, he's stolen a base, he's scored a run, and he's grounded out. He's officially 0 for 1 as that one is way outside. As Hillesheim almost basically just leaped out of his crouch to snag that one. It's a ball and no strikes. Well, that one comes inside. It almost hits Gordon. As he backs out of the way enough to avoid the pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0, swung and a missed. 2-1 the count. Two-1 misses down low and off the outside. 3 balls and a strike with the top of the order due on deck. And there's a fastball that misses high. That's ball 4. So Gordon will take a trot over to first, and it'll bring up now Chris Saltzman running at first. Top of the order. Saltzman has walked twice. He's scored a run. He's also singled. He's 1 for 1 as he looks at one off the outside. A ball and no strikes. That one's a called strike, 1-1. There's a throw over to first. And Gordon will be back in time. One, swung on and fouled off the end of the bat. That will tap foul towards the A's dugout. It's a 1-2 count. That runner at Gordon at first base. That misses inside, and Gordon was off on the pitch, and he's going to have another stolen base. That one was off the second base bag and sailed into center field. It's a 2-2 count now. Gordon got kind of a late break on that. Because it was a slow breaking ball, and also the throw also to the right side of the bag, or off of the right side of the bag, Gordon is safe. So that's his second stolen base tonight. It's a 2-2 count for Chris Saltzman, as he's going to hit a ground ball down the first base side, and that's going to be picked up, or no, Stolzman's going to let it roll just foul. Initially it looked like he was going to pick it up, and then at the last second he let it go by, and it rolled just foul. Missed touching the first base bag by maybe just a few inches. So another 2-2 pitch upcoming. Blake is set. 2-2 grounded. Down the first base side again, but this one is foul as well. So we'll have another 2-2 pitch shortly. Set from the waist, and Blake's pitch. This is way outside to the left-handed batting Saltzman. Count has gone full, 3-2. Blake set. And the 3-2 is ball 4, but he swung and missed at it, did Saltzman. So that's the second out of the inning. And it'll bring up Mark Warner. Mark Warner will now bat. Runner at second base. First pitch way outside. A ball and no strikes. The strikeout of Saltzman is the first time he's been retired today. Warner has hit into a double play. He's lined out. It was that great snag by Bayman that robbed him of a base hit, and then a single in the fourth. As he swings and misses, it's 1-1. His single came on and hit and run. Executed perfectly. Saltzman took off, and with Bayman covering, he hit it right to the hole that Bayman had now vacated. In the inning, the A's would eventually load the bases, but could not score. That came in the fourth inning. 2-1 pitch, and that will hit Warner. He'll take a trot over to first. So now 2 runners on, and it's Josh Moses. So Josh Moses, the A's best hitter, with 2 runners on, 2 outs in the inning. And he'll take a called strike. A breaking ball on the outside. 0-1. The A's try to increase their lead. They have a 2-run lead. 4-2 is our score in the bottom half of the 6th. Now there's another pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-2. He's looking for some insurance runs. It's Gordon at second. He walked and stole a base, and it's Warner at first, who was just hit by a pitch. So now that one just misses down and away. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch, swung on and grounded to the left side. Bryce Cross will pick it up, and he'll flip to Bayman covering second for the force out, and it will end the inning. A's put a couple more runners on, but they cannot score.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We will go to the top half of the seventh. A's still lead 4-2.
I have
Evan Sankey leads it off. Nearing still on the mound, and the first pitch is a curveball, and that'll be dumped into right center. That'll fall for a base hit as Moses will pick it up and throw it in. It's a leadoff base hit on the first pitch of the seventh inning. The fourth hit for the Legends, and it'll bring up Bryce Cross. Cross has struck out twice. And he takes one inside for a ball, 1-0. Meering has 8 strikeouts so far. There's no outs here in the top of the seventh. There's a runner at first. Gives him a fastball, but it misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. With the top of the order looming on deck. A's with a 2-run lead. The tying run is at the plate, and now that one's lined into right center. That's going to be picked up by Chris Saltzman. Now the runners will go to first and third, and very quickly the Legends are mounting a threat. And we're actually going to have a pinch hitter to lead it off for now in the leadoff spots. Courtney Watkins out of the game, and Carl Volk will hit in his spot at the top of the order. There's 2 runners on. There's nobody out. Tying run stands at first. The go-ahead run is at the plate. First pitch misses inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Watkins had been playing center field. Be unknown until the Legends retake the field if Volk will just take his spot in center or if there will be some defensive switches. 1-0 pitch. Hit into shallow center. And that's going to fall in. That's going to be a base hit. And that's going to be a run to score. And it's a 4-3 game. It was a shallow pop-up in left center. Between the shortstop Kasenki, Saltzman in center, and Warner in left. It fell in the right spot. Warner made a last-minute sliding attempt to get to it, but it was out of his reach. So an unlucky base hit. It's runners at first and second. It's an RBI for Carl Volk, the pinch hitter.
We need a live, is it a live rooster? We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's blood. Nobody seems to know what to get Miller or Jimmy for the wedding play.
So now it's Matt Bayman, runners at first and second. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first. So Nearing and the A's in trouble here. They do lead by 1, but there's nobody out. And 3 straight runners have reached to begin the inning as Bayman bunts. And it's just going to work as a sacrifice. There was initially some confusion. Ben Gordon, the catcher who picked it up, thought it was foul. And the runners also initially didn't take off before they, and neither did the batter. So now the umpires are going to talk it over. And now they're going to rule it foul. So everyone's going to go back to their positions. The batter is not out. Gordon, the catcher, had picked it up. He thought it had been ruled foul. The umpire initially ruled it a ball in play. So Bayman will now be back to bat. And the runner's now back at first and second. Cross is the one at second. It's Volk at first. Now there's a bunt, and it's put in the perfect spot, and the bases are going to be loaded. There's still nobody out in the inning. And it's going to bring up Evan Bowman, who's had one of the biggest hits in the game so far for the Legends. A's are going to bring their entire infield in, trying to cut down the tying run at the plate. They lead 4-3. The base is loaded. There will be a force out, so no tag play needed. First pitch from Nearing, missing off the outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Bowman had the home run in the first inning. Since then, he's struck out twice. He's officially 1 for 3 so far tonight. Before this inning, the home run was the only run scored in the game for the Legends. Now that one's fouled, and that'll be out of play. 1-1. The first 4 batters have reached on a single. The first 2 were hard hits. The third one was a little pop-up, and Bayman The fourth single was a bunt single. The 1-1. Curveball off the outside. And it bounces right back to Gordon. He throw to Nearing covering, won't be in time. A's almost had it out at the plate. Was off the end of the glove of Gordon. It hit the backstop and bounced right back to Gordon. And the throw to Nearing was close but not in time, and it's a tie game. It's 4-4. Runners at second and third. Infield is still in now, as the runners are at second and third. Still nobody out. Likely ruled a wild pitch. Cross was the one to score, as that one is a called strike inside corner. 2-2. Volk is the one at third now. Bayman goes first to second. Now the A's just trying to avoid giving up allowing the go-ahead run to score. So the curveball misses inside. It's 3-2. Three-two pitch is swung and a missed, a strikeout. First out of the inning. So Nearing gets his 9th, and it'll be now Matt DeYoung. Still just one out, so the infield still playing in for the A's. Curveball misses low for a ball, 1-0. Now Gordon will trot out and have a chat with Nearing. DeYoung has grounded out, he's struck out, and he's popped out in foul territory to Stout at third base. 1-0 offering. A fastball on the outside. He got it by him. 1-1. Score now 4-4. 2 in the inning. 4 straight batters reached. It's an RBI pop-up single by Volk and a wild pitch have scored the 2 runs. And now there's another swing and a miss. It's a foul tip. It's a 1-2 count. One, two. This time DeYoung able to make contact, and he hits it foul. Hit it to the netting on the left side. A 1-2 count. Nearing's pitch, curveball, down low, blocked by Gordon. Trying to get DeYoung to chase that curveball in the dirt. He's able to hold up. A nice block by Gordon prevents the runners from advancing. Now the 2-2. A fastball in the dirt. And another nice block by Gordon. So it's a full count. As now Stout is going to have a chat with his pitcher. Making a walkover from third base. So he'll walk back to his position at third. It's a full count. Still just 1 out in the inning. A walk here wouldn't be the end of the world, but Nearing wants to get the out here. And that's what he's going to get. A fastball inside corner. DeYoung let it go. That's the second out of the inning. So now the infield can play back as it's Kevin Kangas to DH with 2 outs. Kangas has struck out and flown out to right twice. That strikeout to DeYoung was the 10th so far tonight. That one is inside. A ball and no strikes. Neary needs one more out to get out of the inning without the Legends taking the lead, as there's a called strike on the inside corner, just above the knee. It's a 1-1 count. 1-1 is hit into right, should be playable. Moses underneath it, and he's going to make the catch, and the inning will end. So Nearing allows 2 runs as the Legends tie it up, but it could have been so much worse. He leaves 2 base runners standing in scoring position as we will head to the bottom half of the 7th. A's Bats have some work to do, and a game that's now tied is 4-4.
Can you ask the Appleton dugout who is playing right field?
Harry Stout leads it off as we have some defensive changes for the Legends, as that one's popped up. That'll be out of play, and it's 0-1. Matt DeYoung, the former right fielder, is on the mound. Chris is now doing the catching.
Went from catcher to right.
And the former catcher Hillesheim, is now in right field. So now that one misses inside for a ball, 1-1. That one misses up and in, a ball and a strike. Or now moves to 2-1. High and away with that fastball. 3-1 now. Three-one to Stelt. Swung on and missed. 3-2 the count. Stelt is 0 for 3. He's grounded out to short and he struck out twice. And that'll be ball 4. First time Stelt's reached base safely today. He'll go to first, representing the go-ahead run for Adam Ryan. Ryan's got that grand slam. He's also singled and he struck out. He's 2 for 3. So he'll take a called strike. 0-1. Fastball misses just off the outside. May have also been a bit high. 1-1. 1-1 pitch misses down and away. 2-1 to the left-handed batting first baseman for the A's, with the DH Peterson on deck.
Sticky up.
Now the 2-1 swung on and missed. 2-2. Two just misses. It's a full count. And it'll be a called third strike. That's the first out of the inning. Looks like Ryan disagrees with the call. He'll take a slow walk back to the dugout. It's the first out of the inning. The DH Peterson in a 1-0 count. Now he'll line that one in the left, and that will drop in for a base hit. Stelt will stop at second base. So the A's have their 5th hit. 2 runners on. And it's Grant Kasanke, the shortstop. The third time that Peterson's reached, and the first base hit of this evening. The first pitch is hit in the right field. That's a base hit, and Stelt was rounding third base before Moyer put up his hands. Stelt was busting it around third. He was looked like he thought he was going to score. It was probably a good thing Moyer held him up. So one pitch and Kasanke hits a dribbler that just is out of the reach of Bayman at second base. So an opposite field single now for Hunter Berry. Bases loaded. A's looking to regain the lead in a game that's tied at 4. A's have loaded him up, trying to regain the lead. Berry swings and misses 0-1.
How about it? Come on, Chris.
It's Stelt at third base, Peterson at second, Kasanke at first. Legends have the infield corners in, trying for home plate. The middle infielders playing back, trying for a double play. It's Barry's down to the count 0-2. He swings and fouls that one off the backstop on the right side. And if Barry can hit one into the air deep enough, it should score the go-ahead run. 0-2 foul back. It's a 4-4 game. It was 4-2 for most of this game after the third inning until the top of this inning and the top of the seventh. The Legends scored 2 to tie it up, and now there's a curveball that misses high and soars over the head of Barry and snagged by It's 1-2.
It's a curveball.
Well, that one is a little looping liner that'll be caught in the air by Bayman. They throw over to first. Is not in time. The Legends thought they had a 4-3 double play,
Now they're going to talk about it.
and the umpires are going to talk about it. As it stands right now, there's 2 outs, and they're going to rule that the runner Kasenki was safe at first. Barry hit a little looping liner. Bayman snagged it out of the air. And Kasenki was nearly caught off of first. He was able to slide in just in time. So the A's live for one more batter. Base is still loaded for Ben Gordon. A's now need a base hit to regain the lead. First pitch misses outside for a ball. 1-0. So the A's catch a break. It looked close. And even after a conference between the two umpires, the call stood. Now there's a strike. On a half swing, 1-1. Base hit will give the A's a lead. Might even bring in 2. Well, there's a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. If Gordon reaches, it's the top of the order. Gordon does not have a hit tonight, but he has reached twice on a hit by pitch and a walk. He's got 2 stolen bases. He's 0 for 1 officially. So he gets one in on his hands and he fouls that one out of play over the net. Count stays at 1-2. Inning started with a walk to Stelt. Ryan followed by striking out. Peterson and Kasenki followed with singles before Barry hit a little liner snagged in the air by Bayman. And there's a swing and a miss. A foul tip that held on to, and the inning will end. So the A's loaded up the bases with 1 out. They cannot bring across a run to score. And we've completed 7 full innings. We can go to the top half of the 8th as the A's and Legends are tied at 4. A's have a new pitcher on the mound. It's number 5, Mitch Gardner, in place of Nearing. And you'll have Hillesheim to lead it off, who's now playing right field. Hillesheim went from behind the backstop into right. That moved DeYoung from right to the pitching mound, and Chris took over the catching duties behind home plate. All those changes came in the last half inning. And there's a swing and a foul, 1-1. Hillesheim is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a ground out in a game that's now tied at 4. One curveball that will hit Hillesheim. That'll be a hit by pitch and another runner at first to begin the inning. So Chris is batting in the spot of Stolzman, and he bunts on the first offering. It's foul up the third base line, 0-1. So Stolzman's night is over. He struck out twice, reached on a fielder's choice. Will take his spot in the lineup, and he's doing the catching now. First pitch, or now the 0-1 pitch is bunted again. This time it will go fouled on the first base side, as it will go to 0-2, as had to jump over it to avoid contact with the pitch, with the batted ball. So 2 bunts, 2 foul balls, one up the third base side, one up the first base side. Now with an 0-2 count, it'll be interesting to see if bunts again. Stelp, the third baseman, is creeping up on the infield grass. He's not squaring, and he this time is a swinging bunt that's foul up the third base side. Still 0-2. This is the 5th appearance of the season for Mitchell Gardner, as he pours in a strike for a called strike for the first out of the inning. So 1 out now for Evan Sankey, the left fielder. First pitch misses inside for a ball. 1-0. In 4 appearances coming into tonight, Gardner's gone 5 1/3 innings. He's got an ERA that stands at 0. So he gets a swing and a foul tip. 1-1. He's given up 5 base hits. He's given up 2 runs, but they're unearned. He struck out 7. He's walked 2. Without an official record, and he has a save on the season as he gets a swing and a foul. That will be a slow roller near the tarp behind the backstop. 1-2 the count. Gardner now will step off. Back on the mound, getting the signs from Gordon. From the waist, gets what he wants, and it's a hot ground ball right to Barry at second. He'll flip to the shortstop, Kasanke covering, and the throw to first is in time. And that's a double play. The A's are out of the inning. It was a line drive that zipped right past Gardner's glove. He almost snagged out of the air before it took a hop, and Barry picked it up, flipped it to Kasanke, and it's a 4-6-3 double play, and we will head to the bottom half of the 8th.
How many wins do you have?
It's a game that's still tied. It's 4-4. Bottom half of the 8th, game tied at 4. DeYoung still on the mound. And it's a called strike, 0-1. A defensive change I failed to mention. It's now at first base in place of Brady Stolzman. It's Kevin Kangas. So the DH has been forfeited for the Legends. The first pitch, or now the 0-1 pitch, misses high for a ball, 1-1. And Volk, the center fielder, now in place of Watkins. Volk pinch hit for Watkins in the 7th, and he just took his spot in center. So now 2-1 count. That one misses. A's at their top of the order trying to get a run to retake the lead. So now it's a 3-1 count to Saltzman, who's already walked twice tonight. He's also singled. He struck out. He is officially 1 for 2. He's scored a run. And he thought he had ball 4. It's a called strike on the outside. 3-2. Full count offering. Swung on and a foul tip just out of the glove of Herm. And Saltzman able to just stay alive as Herm couldn't hold on to that foul tip. (3-2). A liner off the glove of DeYoung. He knocks it down, but it's going to be an infield single. The A's have a base runner to begin the 8th. It was a pitch off the outside that Saltzman ended up reaching for. He made good contact. DeYoung able to reach out and knock it down. And the shortstop Cross thought he had a shot at it, but it's going to be an infield single as the throw was late. It's a 1-0 count to Warner as he hits that one into center field, but shallow center field as Cross, the shortstop, will make the play in the outfield for the first out of the inning. So a little pop-up for the first out, and it'll bring up Josh Moses. Josh Moses, without a hit tonight, he has a run scored. He's walked twice. He's 0 for 2. He's also struck out and reached or ended an inning on a fielder's choice. First pitch is a fastball high. Ball and no strikes. A's have the go-ahead run at first base in Saltzman. He has good speed. He is a threat to steal a base, as Moses takes a called strike on the outside, 1-1. A's have 6 hits, 4 runs. Legends 7 hits and 4 runs. Both teams have committed 1 error. And the pitch is made, but a timeout called. Late timeout asked for and granted. Pitch does not count. It's still 1-1. Throw over to first. Saltzman back in time.
Come on, Josh. Do it.
Now 2-1. Moses takes one high. That pitch is up and in. And Moses was shaking his hand like it hit him. But it's just ball 3. He's not arguing with the umpire. So it somehow just missed him. It was up and in.
Come on, Josh.
Because now he and Moses, or he, the umpire, and Moses having a small chat.
Two and one.
And it's actually a 2-2 count.
Yeah.
Must have hit the knob of Moses' bat, so it's a foul ball. Now there's a swing and a miss, and the batter is out on a strikeout. So it looked like a 3-1 count. Turns out it was actually a foul off the, looked like the knob of the bat. So it was actually a 2-2 count, a swing and a miss, and all of a sudden there's 2 outs for Harry Stelt. Curveball misses high for a ball, 1-0.
Make some heavy duty. Slow, Harry, come on.
There's a swing and a line drive down the right field line. That's a foul ball.
I don't understand it. This place should be jumping. Well, we just need to pick it up a touch. All right, hit it.
So it's just a long strike. Stelt hit it hard, and he hit it just
Come
foul.
on, Harry, let's go.
It was nearly a double, and with Saltzman's good speed, probably a run-scoring double. Instead, it's a 1-1 count. Stelt takes one down low at the plate, but missing at the bottom of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball misses high, and now it's 3-1. With Adam Ryan on deck, who's had the only run-scoring base hit for the A's. It was a grand slam in the 3rd inning. 3-1 to Stelt. Fastball outside, outer third. 3-1. Moves to 3-2. So a full count. Saltzman is off from the pitch. If Stelt can get one into the gap, especially with Saltzman off on the pitch, he should be able to score. The payoff, another late timeout called and granted, as both the pitcher DeYoung and the runner were ready to go, and now we have Saltzman take off, and there's a swing and a foul. Stelt just got a piece of it to stay alive. Another 3-2 pitch coming. Tall right-hander DeYoung is set. Saltzman is off from the pitch, and Stelt hits one high in the left, but it's playable. And it's going to be caught by Evan Sankey in left field, and the inning is going to come to an end. The A's get a leadoff base runner, cannot bring him across to score. We'll go to the 9th inning, a game that's tied at 4 between the Legends and the A's. Bryce Cross will lead it off. First pitch is down low for a ball. 1-0. Gardner's 1-0, called strike. 1-1 the count. Game that's tied at 4. That pitch misses outside. 2-1. Legends got 2 and a home run from Bowman in the first. A's got a grand slam from Ryan in the bottom half of the third. That gave the A's a 4-2 lead. And that held till the top of the 7th, when the Legends scored 2 on a base hit and a wild pitch. And we've been tied since then. So that 3-1 is a called strike. It's 3-2. And that's where we stand here in the top of the 9th. And now 3-2 from Gardner. A little easy fly ball into left. Warner will settle underneath it, makes the catch. It's the first out of the inning. It's Carl Volk, the center fielder. Made a pinch hit appearance in the 7th for Courtney Watkins, and he singled on a pop-up into left. And that pop-up scored a run, so he's got an RBI.
Oh, he called that a strike.
Curveball outside corner for a called strike.
Everything's a strike.
So it's a 2-2 count. Now a curveball. Grounded past Gardner. Picked up by Barry. The throw is in time. A nice play by Barry to get the out. Second out of the inning. As Barry made that play in the hole up the middle and had to make that throw flat-footed, made a nice strong throw. So now it's Matt Bayman, and he swings and misses. 0-1, a foul ball. Roll to the backstop. Bayman has been hit by a pitch. He scored a run. That run came on the home run from Bowman. He's reached on an error. He's grounded out and he's singled. Now he gets one up and in as he nearly hits the deck. It's 1-1. Slow breaking ball, misses high. 2 balls and a strike. One from Gardner, swung on and missed. Pitch off the outside, and Bayman offered at it. Gardner came in the last inning, gave up a hit by pitch before he got a strikeout and a double play to end the inning. And he's looking for a clean inning here. Pitch down low, scooped up by Gordon. Full count. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the 9th inning in a game that's tied at 4. And there was a pitch that the batter thought was ball 4, and the entire infield thought it was strike 3. Umpire calls it a ball, so it's a base runner with 2 outs. The entire infield, along with Gardner, were on their way out to the dugout. Instead, it will last for one more batter. So it's Evan Bowman, and the first pitch is grounded foul. Bowman had the home run in the first. He's been held quiet since then. He's struck out 3 times. Pitch is down and away. A ball and a strike to Bowman. As Gardner set with the 1-1. Swung and a missed. 1-2. Looking ahead to the bottom half of the inning, the A's will have Adam Ryan, Kyle Peterson, and Grant Kasenke, the 5, 6, 7 hitters, as they look to walk it off in the bottom half of the 9th. Gardner set, and there's a swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. And Bowman, who led off, or in his first at bat, hit a home run. He's got the golden sombrero since then. 4 strikeouts. So we will head to the bottom half of the 9th. It's tied at 4. A's need 1 to win to walk off against the Legends. Adam Ryan leads it off. A's need 1 to walk it off. Game tied at 4. And he's quickly ahead, 3 balls, no strikes to Matt DeYoung. Trio called strike. Ryan was taking that one all the way. 3-1 now. And that